People, welcome to a very special late night, 10:30 p.m. Wednesday, Jan 22nd, 2020 edition of WWE SuperCard. Now, you can tell I'm leaning forward and I'm kind of whispering in a kind of loud way because the family's asleep upstairs. But Royal Rumble tier has finally landed here in the UK. And I obviously can't wait till tomorrow. I've got to get this done now and I wanted to share it with you guys. So we're going to pop in there, see what I've got waiting. But to see, I've got to put my reading bins on. Right, here you can see Royal Rumble tier is here. Now, obviously what I need you to do is let me know who you got down below. There's some cracking cards in there already. I've seen some of your tweets already, so thanks very much for that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'm going to collect my card. Then I'm going to see some of the login packs, some of the PvP packs, see what we can get from those. So a bit of a pack opening, not using lots of cash, obviously, using what I've got. Now, firstly, there's a Heroic Ring Dom showing up. Now, apparently Drew McIntyre is on the Heroic side, on the Royal Rumble side, so that's something to look out for. Now, I have been told some people are showing as being in Vanguard++, so don't get too panicky at the start. It just may be that it's not kicked in properly yet. One thing I can do is obviously put a momentum slot on one of the girls, but I've been advised to play a wild match, wild thing, see where I go from there. There's a new quest up, which I'm sure you've seen, so you don't need me to go through that. Hello to everyone who sent me messages, by the way, in the system. I have had them. Some of you have full inboxes, and so I try to reply and you don't get it. But I do appreciate all the messages that you send. Storm, Mail Vanguard, packs. Okay, there's some new shizzle in here, isn't there? Some new bits and pieces to be collected for stuffs, which I've not investigated yet because I haven't had time. The tier's been up for about an hour. This is the first chance I've had to do it. So is that something to do with what do you want? The Chambre Diffusion? Is it in there? Yes, it is. Rumbling. What do you get from that? Oh, interesting. So it's a standard card. It's nothing special. It's going to be a standard card. Anyway, look, you don't need to go through that, do you? You know about all that stuff. Let's just go into Royal Rumble. Now, I didn't really bother much with the last one, so I've got the one momentum slot. Shall I give that to my top lass? Nikki Cross. Oh, come on. Let's put her in there. See if that's done anything for me. It doesn't look like it has, because it would kick up. Okay, well, look, let's play a wild match. That's what I've been told to do. So that's what I shall do. Play a wild match and see where we go. Right, you have max amount. Let's go into the draft board. Let's start picking. As you can see, I'd fed the draft board to make sure that I would be able to pick my freebie, assuming I was in the top tier. Can't believe I'm not going to be in the top tier, but no, we've got to keep going. Let's just clear this so we can play a match. I certainly don't want to be opening any packs if I am in Vanguard++ for whatever reason, which I still refuse to believe. Then I'm not going to be opening any of those packs today because obviously it will only give me access to lower tiers. Okay, well, I've got to get down to 49 so I can play this game. Come on. Picks, useless picks, rubbish picks. Nobody wants to see these picks. Poo picks, useless picks. Now, it has happened to 3 or 4 members of Team BadLadDad who were expressing their outrage, their shock, not awe, shock, still being in Vanguard++, and then they played wild matches and it somehow kicked them round. So we're down to 49. Right. Yeah, big deal. Have we changed it? Ah, there we go. There we go, you see. Just need a little cuff. Just get it back in place. Right, Royal Rumble Plus, that's much more like it. So we get the ladder, not the ladder, the bonus coins, bit of coinage for hitting the top tier, which is nicely banked. Thank you very much for that. Now let's go and get some shizzle done. Let's go and play a wild match. And then, as I say, I've got some PvPs to pick up, some login bonuses. We'll try those packs. But for starters, For starters, For starters, he said for the 15th time, let's take on The Rock. See if we can get this card. Now with 49 or 48 or 47 picks, whatever I ended up on, I should have given myself plenty to pick. Now, as I've always said, what have I always said? What I've always said, when you come to get your freebie, the first freebie of the tier, what have I always said? It's nice to get a female. And again, some of Team BadLadDad seem to have been absolutely rocking the females. Seen Charlottes and all sorts are tumbling out. And with 70 cards for the tier, I'm hoping that there will be some early pros knocking around. Obviously not this evening, but pulling Drew McIntyre would obviously be great. Right, here we go. Wild perfection, yeah. Good for you. Right, here we go, peeps. Are we ready? Let's get ready to rumble. And thankfully, not too many to draw from here. It's going to happen soon. It's going to happen. A big show. It's going to happen. Here we go. Oh, I used the Shinsuke card back. I forgot to put that on. Well, that's appropriate. It's extremely appropriate. Obviously, put the card back of the person you want on the back of your cards. And coming out the front of the card is Shinsuke Nakamura. Right, well, I'm happy with that. I'll carry on with these picks because you never know. You never know your luck. Just might pull another one. Yeah, pull the other one. Right, what we should do after this, we'll have a look at the PvPs and the logins. So, what with Drew and Shinsuke, that's 2 Royal Rumbles. Now, as I said, I know from a couple of your tweets that Drew appears to be on the heroic side of this week's Ring Dommy Dim Dom. So, if I can get that done, I will. It's going to be tough. I just don't have the time these days. I really don't have the time. I do play when I can, but it's not so easy these days. If I want to get some sleep in between everything else that I get up to. Is it me or has the camera been slipping? I'm not sure. If you could see the setup I've got here, I will at some stage make some videos on how to make some videos. It's a lot easier than you can probably imagine. And if you could see the setup I've got here, there is not much I'm sure that's slipping. I'm sure that's slipping. Oh, who knows? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you can still see my ugly mug. That's the main thing. Right. 9, come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have go. Right. Let's kick out of there. Yeah, new card discovered. Ah, yes. Shinsuke. Right, let's just go into that, because that's all we care about right now, isn't it? Let's get them locked down. Don't want any silly accidents at this stage. I must say, I'm not a big fan of their dead twin flying out the card as well. I don't like the look of that at all. I don't mind the design of the redness and everything else, and the little bodies in the background, but I'm not keen on that big one sticking up the front. But never mind, it's just a little design thing. They don't often get it not quite right in my eyes, but that's not too bad. Right, so here we go. Ticket store. Okay. Well, I didn't get to the 150 that I was talking about earlier today, which was in the video that went up yesterday. But let's have a look. What could we get? 1 Nightmare to Royal Rumble, and then Nightmares to Vanguards. Okay, what do you think the chances are? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Let's see what we get. No, well, there's a Vanguard there, but what is it? What is it? What is it? Carl Anderson, I don't think I have him. That's okay. It's a Vanguard. I mean, I could get a couple more better Vanguard Pros, and of course you can fortify these days. Oh, there's some Vanguard action going on. Okay, well, it's kicking out the Vanguards. It's not kicking out the jams. Gotta kick out the jams. It's kicking out the Vanguards. But what we would like to see is a cheeky, oh dear, these really have got cheeky. There's a cheeky Royal Rumble. Right, we're 3 down. Okay, let's just try 2 more. We've got to go for it, haven't we? We've got to go for it. That's what they're there for. That's what they're there for. King Corbin. Got myself another Royal Rumble. Happy with that. King-O. Happy with King Corbin. Can you lock him? Oh, you can lock him from here. Oh, look at that. Right. Last one coming up. He said, still talking very gravelly voiced in hushed tones because I want to wake people up. I hope you can hear me okay. I've obviously not tested the sound and everything before, and I've just got on with this. So look, see what we can get. Look for some redness. We want some redness. There's no redness. Okay. Walter and John Cena. So John Cena and Walter bringing up the rear guard there. Well, we've got one more. It does this. Don't worry. It'll be there. It'll land eventually. There he goes. 3 Royal Rumbles on my wagon, and I'm still rolling along. And the question with this is, do I wait for them to produce a Royal Rumble card in here, or do I open packs? Open the packs! Well, I should really wait. So open the packs, Jim. Could get 7 packs here. Out of 7 packs, do you think it's possible? I certainly should get a few Vanguard Pros going, shouldn't I? Right, here we go. Well, that's a primal full house. I'll tell you something though, these will help feed up some flipping cards, won't they? A little bit. I'm not a fan of the 50,000 cards you need. This is going to be... Well, there's a Vanguard at the end. What have we got? Kyle Hansen. Well, we know he's a pro because we've already pulled one. And if I have got one, I can do a bit of fortifying. It's all primal. It's not going to give me anything exciting, is it? Basically, there's no primal pros. I've got 1 Christmas primal pro in my Road to Glory deck. Well, I've got 4 more here. Let's just open it gently. It's making no difference. It's primal all the way. I got a bad feeling about this. Bad feeling. Maybe I'm rushing them. Maybe I should be using my left hand. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it at all. Maybe I shouldn't bother. There's a Vanguard in there, which is Bobby Fish, who we've seen previously. So it's another Vanguard Pro. It's not what I wanted though. It's just one teensy weensy little Royal Rumble for Big Jim. Come on. Be nice. Nah, it's all primals again. Okay, we've got 1 more. 1 more. And that's my lot for this evening. Let's see where we go. A little bit of gold dust. Sprinkle the gold dust. Sprinkle the gold dust and you shall be rewarded. Right, there's a Vanguard in there as well. Let's have a look. And we've got Roderick Strong. Possibly one of the weakest cards, if not the weakest, I'm anticipating. But it is a Royal Rumble. Alexa Bliss, I don't have her. That's nice. That's nice. It's another single female in amongst the many Vanguard single females I've got. Okay, it's not a bad little haul, is it? It's not a bad little haul. It shows it is worth saving up your points. It's always better than King Corbin, look. 4 Rumbles in the family. I'm just going to very quickly have a look at my Vanguard females. So, I've only got the 5 singles. I thought I had more than that. Probably from all the primals I've been banking. Yes, anyway, let's go back to the Rumbles. Not a female, Shinsuke very happy with. I was quite happy with King Corbin. Rodder's obviously underestimated, but it's 4 Royal Rumbles to get me up and running in this big Royal Rumbling, fantasy, finger-tapping, fun-packed game that we played for 6 years now. So come on, let me know. What did you get down below? Did you get yourself a female? I always like to see you banking those females. But if you didn't, did you get someone who you wanted? One of the big legends of the wrestling game. It would have been nice to have had a warrior or somebody like that. But it doesn't matter. I've got 4 Rumbles. I'm not complaining. Sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining. Let me know what you got down below. And as usual, if you want to see more of this, you know what to do. Like the video down below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. There's social media, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Twitter. Till I see you next time, you stay cool.
People say to me all the time, hey Johnny Wrestling, what does it take to become a winner? To those people I say, try watching BadLadDad's latest video. He'll show you just what it takes to become a WWE SuperCard champion.